In this video, we're going to be using Heritage Hill Sovereignty and the Edwin Jagger DE89 safety razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, and thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. As always, before we get into the content, a word from our sponsor, Leaf. This video is brought to you by our good friends at Leaf, and you know I love Leaf products. I love using the Leaf, which you've seen me use many times on the channel. I also love using the Twig. You've seen that a lot on the channel as well. If you'd like to save 5%, use discount code IAMCDB right there and save 5% while shopping with the good folks at Leaf. And now, back to the video. And all right, we are back, and I think we have a good one for you today. We're going to be using Heritage Hill, and this one is Sovereignty. This comes to you for $9.99 for 3 ounces, and on a cost chart there, that is a good price of $3.33 per ounce. This is a tea scent. If you love tea scents, you'll probably love this one. I'm going to put the notes for you right there on the screen. Some of the notes are black tea, bergamot, cedar, jasmine, patchouli. Definitely heavy on the tea. When I smelled it off the tub, it was a little bit lighter and brighter, and now that it's lathered, it's a little bit darker. So I'd say I like this scent, don't love it. And this was a scent that was suggested by one of the customers of Heritage Hill, John L. So John L, here's the scent you requested. It is definitely a nice tea scent. This is a tallow-based soap. Put the ingredients for you on the screen right there. Quite easy to use this morning. I got an amazing lather with it. Pretty doggone easy. I'll show you a lather shot right there. No problems whatsoever with the lathering, and I look forward to using this today because I do like Heritage Hill soaps. Great guys over there at Heritage Hill. The razor for today is the Edwin Jagger DE89, which is a classic safety razor. This one is about 30 bucks or so on Amazon. Always make sure to look for the best price on this. I'll link it below, but when I looked it was $30, but I also saw some other places where it was like $40, $45, so make sure you're getting the best price on this razor. They have many different colors of handles. This is a classic, easy-going sort of safety razor. Overall mild, but it will definitely get the job done. So let's get into it today. I'm going to start by misting the face, and many people are using these misters now and finding that it's a great way to hydrate the face without splashing water all over the place. And also when you're making your bowl lather, adding water with it is just fantastic. And so I'm happy for all of you who are taking advantage of that. And we have a really nice lather here today. The brush is Lancaster Razor Works brush, and we are going to have a great one today. Again, on this scent, definitely if you're a tea lover, I'm going to say go for it. For me, I would say like, not love, because it's a little bit darker once lathered than it was off the tub. I actually like the scent better unlathered. So some of the darker elements come out, and that black tea really comes out in this soap. So I think that will be a great thing for folks who really love tea scents. But I would say this one for me is like, not love, but by no means is it a bad scent. And I hope you can see the lather quality right there, which is very nice indeed. The consistency of the soap is soft, but not too soft. It's a little more towards the firm side. I like that a lot. And like I said before, the general ease of use was quite good. And this is definitely a good quality soap. As you can see here, by the lather, we will have no problems today with this soap. All right, let's put that aside. There's some great creamy goodness there. Hope you all are having a fantastic day today so far on this wonderful Tuesday morning. It'll be Tuesday when you're watching it, and I hope your day gets off to a great start. We try to start our day every day with an excellent shave. Let's get going with our Edwin Jagger. Excuse me. Did I say Jagger? Yeah, I think I did. Jagger. Really nice classic razor. It used to be years ago, like, 8, 9, 10 years ago. The Edwin Jagger DE89, which you see here, and the Misc 34C were kind of the first two razors that people tried. They were the most common to go to. Nowadays, people are trying like the Rockwell 6C, which I think is an excellent choice at its price, and other razors, but these were the go-tos starting out. And honestly, for me, the first two razors that I ever tried was the Edwin Jagger and Misc 34C. And so there are still razors that get the job done for me. I prefer a little more efficiency, but honestly, it is my opinion and it's just opinion, that skilled shavers can use pretty much whatever, you know. Whatever's put in front of them, as long as they have a sharp blade, they can make it work. And so I can use razors on the mild side, like this one, and it will work just fine, no problem at all. So sometimes I think people conflate needs with wants, and I want maybe just a little more efficiency, but I don't need it, because this shave will come out beautiful today. Without question, this razor will do everything I need it to do at 30 bucks. And heck, for that matter, you've seen me use a razor that's 28 cents, and it, you know, literally shipped 28 cents that Kim Gray sent me. Shout out to you, Kim. And it did everything I needed to do as well. So good shavers shave well, you know, and are not highly dependent on gear. We might like certain types of gear, but we don't need it. So if you have a decent blade, you can go to work. I've shaved on this channel before with just water and a straight razor that I honed myself. So, you know, over time you just develop a certain level of competency, and you should be able to shave with just about anything given time and practice. The quality of this soap, quite good. The slickness and all that stuff is there. No problem whatsoever with it. It's plenty slick enough, and as you can see there, there's some nice creamy goodness. And it was easy to lather. It wasn't too soft. You know, I didn't have to. Some soaps, the softest soap. So, for example, yesterday I used First Line Shave Illustrious Oud, which is fantastic. But it was a little soft, so I had to work at it just a little bit to get volume out of it, because it produces a very low structure lather to the degree where I have to use a little bit more product. With this one, I would say the ease of use was a notch higher probably. Builds volume pretty easily, and it maintains that creamy goodness that you want. So honestly, folks, I keep saying this over and over and over. Just about every reputable soap on the market is going to be quite good in terms of providing slickness, cushion if you believe in it, glide, and all that stuff. If you lather it properly, that is the key. If you lather it properly and get the best out of the soap, it's going to be good. Do you do your job? That's really the most important thing to consider. And using a classic razor like this today, if I do my job, I'll get a great shave. If I don't do a great job, I won't. It's that simple. All right, let's get into pass number 2 here. And a lot of people say they find these handles slippery. It's not slippery for me. As you can see, I got water all over my hands. I don't really have slippage issues with razors. Some people want a lot more grip. This one is quite smooth, but I don't find it to be slippery. And you may. Some people really want a lot of grip. And so if you want grip, they have like a sort of diamond pattern one you could get that has a little more grip. This one is pretty smooth. But I don't think I've ever dropped a razor while shaving or had a slip that caused any sort of problem. But some people just want more grip, and that's entirely okay if you do. The only razor that I ever had an issue with, and really I didn't have any issue, I just felt it got slippery in my hands, was the leaf. Before they came out with the sleeve, because you're holding it overhead, it would get a little bit slippery. And I find that holding razors above your head just a little bit more difficult generally than holding them here at the face. And so the razor being slippery on the head shave was a little bit more of an issue, although, you know, it never really caused me any significant problem, but I did like when they came out with the grip. We re-lathered that side for a quick cross pass. And I gotta say, this is a nice soap. Tea lovers, if you like black tea, the scent of black tea, this is going to be right up your alley. Like I said, for me, it would be in the realm of like. It is not unpleasant, but I liked it a little better before lathering it. The scent strength on this is, I would call it about right dead medium. So it is, I would call that good scent strength. Because medium for me, medium or above is where I like it. If it's a little under medium, you know, it's okay, but I prefer it sort of medium and above. So scent strength on this is quite good. I would call it dead in that medium range, which is pretty good indeed. Oh yeah, very nice shave today. The old Edwin Jagger Still a great razor in my opinion. Now they also have the 316 model, which is made of different materials, and the geometry is different as well. So sometimes people will ask, is the Edwin Jagger 316 different from the DE89? Yes, it is. The build is different. The geometry is different. It's a little more efficient than the DE89. It is also more costly. It's like generally a little over $100, maybe $128 or something like that. I like that razor a lot, the 316. But I still own. This is not my original DE89. Honestly, I wish I had kept my original DE89 just out of, sentiment. But my original one was just a chrome one, no lines or anything on the handle. And at some point, I gave it away or something. I don't remember. But I picked up another one just because every now and then I want to go back and revisit. This was either the first or second razor I used, because I can't remember whether I used the, it's been 10 years ago now, so I can't remember whether I used the 34C first or this DE89, but they were like 1-2, so I tried them back to back. But I would recommend for you folks who are new here, get a razor and stick with it. Stick with it for a good couple of months before you try something different. I did everything there was to do wrong as a new shaver. I went whole hog buying everything in sight. I wasn't getting to know my equipment. And let me tell you what I ended up doing. I ended up buying things and then I wouldn't like them and I'd get rid of them. Then later on, I found out that I did like those things and I bought them a second time. So don't do that. Get yourself a razor to start with and stick with it. And use it and use it and use it and get to know it. And then after some months maybe, try something else. My recommendation, you can certainly start with the DE89, Edwin Jagger DE89, Merkur 34C. A very popular choice now is the Rockwell 6C because it comes with 3 plates, which has 1 shave setting on each side. So 6 shave settings. But I encourage you to just try to stick with something and get to know it very well, at least at first, because developing your technique is the most important thing early on. It is orders of magnitude more important than anything else, honestly. All right, man, what a pleasant shave today. This was just such an easygoing and nice shave. Really a lot of fun. All right, let me rinse and then we'll come back and get into the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we are back, and off cam we did a warm water rinse to remove the soap, and then we applied our PA8 alum. There was no stinging there, so super smooth shave. No nicks, cuts, creepers, weepers, irritation, bubbles, or troubles. Very nice shave. Following the alum, we did a cool water rinse, and then we toweled off with our Lancaster towel prior to using the Magic Made by Witches, the Stairs Witch Hazel Cucumber, which was very nice indeed. I had an excellent shave today with Heritage Hill Sovereignty. If you like tea scents, this is a very nice tea scent. Heavy on the black tea in my opinion, but very nice. I did enjoy it for sure, and it comes at a great price. Quality is really, really good as well. Thumbs up. The Edwin Jagger DE89 was awesome. As always, an old school classic in my opinion now. Just a really nice mild shaver. I enjoyed that a lot. We used our Lancaster Razor Works brush and our Lancaster Razor Works brush soaking mud. We're going to finish it out today with my favorite tea scent of all time. Sadly, it's no longer made. This is Reef Point Soaps, Earl Grey and Ginger. And this one is a bright tea scent, whereas I think Sovereignty is a little darker. This one is just fantastic, and I wish they still made it, but they don't. And oh man, whew, that is good stuff there. That ginger and the brightness just comes out, and it is terrific. Thank you so much for watching, folks. And don't forget, later today, we'll have a rapid review of this soap. So please come back and check it out. Thank you as always. Until next time, I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way. And as always, God bless.